Chase Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ryan Succop, the man tasked with getting this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
A handoff for Etienne. Big hold to the 30. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way out to the 46. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Ridley, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Keyshawn Vaughn. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And Suckup will put this one right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Ridley with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Brady. A screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry by Bell, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Moore, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On play action, it's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Brady now on first down. This is Bell on the dump off. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The 40. He's at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Brady leaves with Vaughn on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To Evans on the slant. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will cut the lead down to 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Off of play action, here's Lance. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got...
And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys receivers have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Brady now to throw. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now,
there you
okay?
go.
So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Extra point try now for Succop. And this one's back to an 8-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a play fake. Lance. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A give running right, ETN. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before half for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Niners are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Josh Jones. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Evans has it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Vaughn. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, and this is caught by Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Bell. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go. And
he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Le'Veon Bell. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Brady now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Vaughn. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Brady going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. Underneath, he's got Brate. A gain of 6 there on first. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Brady. Drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. End zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gold to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Working with his 2nd and 4. Here's Brady. Underneath, he's got Brady. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including him.
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. But as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And the Buccaneers have it.
They went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down to the 35. On 1st down, Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Suckup for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
That would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Here's Lance to throw it. Steps away to his left. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. Lance now on first down. Rolling to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Lance now on first down. Goes right back to Smith again. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Throwing now is Lance. And this is caught by Smith. Touchdown 49ers. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Watch the ship.
To throw, it's Lance. On the move to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Going with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need...
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down is Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking sideline, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Gold for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And Lance going to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator,